This video is gonna be so random. Hi everyone, so today I want to talk about my college experience. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I started college, I think it was fall of 2018, and I had like 4 classes. I still remember the classes. Oh my gosh, college was so easy for me, especially my first classes. It was so easy. Like, it was so easy I didn't even have to study, which is cool. Like, what the heck? But I'm not saying, like, if you haven't been to college yet, don't expect it to be 100% easy, like super easy. It's not. You're gonna have to study. But yeah, I was so scared. I remember the first day of college, when I get nervous, I literally get explosive diarrhea, okay? I couldn't control it. That's just how I am. Like, I get so anxious and nervous. So yeah, I was like so nervous. It was all just new to me. It's nice. Definitely better than high school because you're more free. You feel more free. You don't have to go to you don't have like 5 classes in one day. You have like 5 classes in 1 week, you know? Yeah, my first class was a Chicano studies class and I loved it. I love Chicano studies. Like, if you have thought about taking a class, don't even think about taking the class. Take the class. It's so interesting. I love it. So that was my first class, and that same class was actually 2 classes that were together. So it was Chicano studies and English. So they were both together. I had the same people in that class. So I would see the same people almost like every time I went to class. And I remember I've always been pretty shy. Like, I don't really talk to people unless people talk to me. Like, I'm fine with it. But I remember there was this guy. We're gonna name him Potato. Okay, so Potato, I think he started talking to me. I don't know, we were just talking about anything. So yeah, I had him for both of those classes. We would just talk or whatever. And I remember he asked me for my number. And I wasn't really... First of all, I was new to like talking to guys. I don't know why. Like, I never really spoke to guys like that. So he asked me for my number. And I was like, I see you every day. You don't need my number. I literally told him that. And he was like, what? Whatever. So I just gave him my number. I was like, okay, he's in my class. Like, we're classmates. Whatever. It's not a big deal. And he would like text me, like, I think he asked me once, like, oh, we should go out to eat, or like something. I forgot, but he kind of asked me out once, and I was like, no. I was like, no, I can't, whatever, blah, blah, blah. So, yeah. And then I liked my classes, my teachers, my professors were honestly pretty amazing. Like, they were so nice. I remember one of my professors, I think her dad died around that time. It was so sad. It was like so unexpected. Like, everyone was like, oh my gosh. Like, I felt so bad for her. So bad. And what I like about college is that you'll see people from every age. You will see literally like old people. You'll see 30-year-olds, 40-year-olds, 50, 80. Like, it's normal. It's completely normal. Don't judge them because they still want to finish school. So yeah, people were nice. But like I said before, I'm not really a talkative person unless people speak to me. But even then, I'm still kind of, I'd rather just keep to myself, you know what I mean? So that's how I was pretty much the whole semester. It was Chicano studies, English, and then, oh yeah, and then I had health class. I had my health class. Oh my gosh. My health class, I still remember walking in that day. My professor was cool. After a few like classes, I saw this guy and I was like, oh, you know what? I want to sit next to someone because I feel lonely. So I just asked him, oh, can I sit here? He was like, yeah. I don't know if he took it as like I want him, like I didn't. I just want to be nice, you know, and ask if someone was sitting there. And yeah, so we both started talking, kind of. He also asked me for my number. Or did I ask him? I don't even remember. I don't even remember, to be honest. But yeah, so we would just talk sometimes whenever we saw each other. But back to the potato guy. Okay, the potato guy was from my Chicano and English class, and we're gonna call this other guy Gemini, because he was a Gemini. Okay, so back to the potato guy. Potato, he was nice or whatever, but I remember this specific time, it was around like the end of the semester. I was just sad, or I don't know if I was on my period or something, and I was just annoyed. Like, he was annoying me. Like, he wanted to talk to me, but I was obviously not wanting to talk to him, and I just got so annoyed, and I was like, can you move? Can you like sit over there? You know, because he was annoying me so much. And after that, I think I just stopped seeing him because he stopped going into class. So that was kind of weird, but at the same time I was like, oh cool, whatever. So yeah, I guess you could say we had like an argument or whatever. Never saw him again. I did see him, but it was like really brief, really brief. It was like the last day of class. And then by that time, I don't know why, like I said, oh yeah, like I said before, I'm an introvert. The last day of class, me and these girls, they were always really nice to me, but I never really got close to them. But that specific day, the last day of class, we got together because we were gonna do like presentations or whatever. So we were just talking like, oh my gosh, we need to present this, whatever. And we were just like chismeando, we were like gossiping, and we were just talking about like things that happen in class or like people in class. Not really negatively, it wasn't even negative. We were just talking about like what happened in class, like what we thought about the class or whatever. And it turns out that Potato had a girlfriend. He had a girlfriend. I was like, I couldn't believe it. I was like, is that the potato that you're talking about, or is it another potato? Because Potato is a popular name. I've met like 5 potatoes or 6 potatoes in college. But yeah. And they were like, no, it's that potato. That potato has a girlfriend. And I was like, bro. This whole time he had a girlfriend. He asked me for my number. He asked me out or something. Like, he wanted me, but he had a girlfriend. And the girl who told me, she was like, yeah, like he walks her every day to class. I was like, oh my gosh. Thankfully, I didn't like him like that, you know? And then I remember a few months after that, which was like my second semester in college, he texted me. No, it was the day before classes were gonna start for spring semester. I remember he texted me. He was like, oh, I'm sorry if I did anything or whatever. And I was like, should I text him back? Should I be like, oh no, it's okay? Like, I just didn't I didn't want to text him. I didn't want to talk to him anymore. Like, there's no reason. And he tried adding me on Snapchat too, and I was like, no. Oh yeah, but back to the Gemini in my health class. It was nice. Like, he asked me out too. I think he asked me out to the movies or something, but I was like, I literally told him I'm asexual. If you don't know what asexual is, it's like you're not attracted to anything. Honestly, I probably was. Because men are disgusting. Like, I'm not. Nah. I like men. But I was just saying that because I was like, I don't want to go out, you know? But I was like, no. And I don't know what happened. I think he stopped going to class too. When I texted him, I was like, are you okay? Like, are you coming to class or whatever? I don't know. So yeah, that was drama for my first semester. I never had guys approach me like in high school or anything. I don't know if it was because I was ugly and fat. And then when I was in college, I kind of got like, I lost weight. I started working out and everything. I don't know why. I think it's just a college thing. Like, you know, it's just a college thing. We're in our 20s. Men are gonna want women. Like, it's normal. So yeah, first semester was pretty easy. Straight A's. It was cool. Like, honestly, it was really nice. I liked it. I ended up missing. Once it was over, I missed it. I missed my first semester. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna be so sad. I'm not gonna go to my classes anymore. I'm gonna miss it. That's kind of, I'm a very like nostalgic person when it comes to stuff like that. But it was nice. I met nice people. And I also remember there was this guy in my Chicano studies class and English class. I don't know what was wrong with him. Like, he would just stare at me and he wouldn't try to look away. He was nice to me. He was like, oh, like when we were like grading papers, he was like, oh, do you want me to like check your paper? And I was like, yeah, whatever. It was weird. I don't know if he was like, if he wanted me. He never asked me for my number, but like he wouldn't stop staring at me. I remember once he wouldn't stop staring at me. Like, he was just staring at me like this. And I was like, I know I'm beautiful. I still remember that. It was so weird. I was obviously joking. It just feels weird when someone's watching you, looking at you, and you're just like, okay, I don't know, whatever. But yeah, I loved my first semester. My second semester was, it wasn't that fun because I only had 2 classes. I enrolled late to my class. I was enrolled late to my classes, which don't do. You don't want to do that because you need to take classes. I took 2 classes in the second semester. Who the heck takes 2 classes? You're not supposed to do that. Take at least 3 or 4 classes, at least for me, was perfect. But I took 2 classes. I took an English class and what was the other one? I think it was like a fitness class or something. And I liked them. They were cool. I met a cool girl in my health class, and then I also met a guy in my health class who was also like, he was really nice. I had him on my Snapchat. He asked me if he wanted to train me, and I was like, nah, I'm good. No, you don't have to train me. But he would wait for me, which was cute. He would wait for me outside of class. After, when it was like class was over, he would like wait for me to talk to me or something, which I loved. Like, I love when people are like that. Like, they want to talk to me, or like, especially in college, I feel like we're all kind of independent. No one really has their group of friends unless it's your first semester and you know people from high school. But for me, it wasn't like that. And yeah, it was nice. I would say try to make friends in college. Like, don't be afraid of like asking people for their numbers, or like asking people like to go out to like study together, or like to hang out as friends or whatever. I still have him on my Snapchat. I still have him. I actually spoke to him like a month or two ago. My English class, I was kind of intimidated because my professor was kind of strict. He had us take quizzes every class. So that's the first thing we would do in class. So I had to force myself to read, like, and I wasn't used to that. Like, it was so difficult for me to just stick to reading. It was so difficult. I don't know how people did that. I did it though. Like, I passed my class. I think it was like with an 86%, which is a B. I was so proud of it. I was so proud because it was so difficult for me. It was so difficult for me to read. Mostly that. And then, yeah, that semester was cool. I think I passed both of my classes with B's. Fall semester. I had math, English, and Black Studies, math, and English. I liked my English class. It was easy. It was so easy. The professor was like was he like an actor? He was like into drama or whatever. He was nice. And I actually started going out with the guy in that class, but it literally led to nothing. And then in my math class, there were like two guys. I remember there was this guy. He was so nice, but I didn't like him. I thought he was gay. But he wasn't. He actually ended up stalking me. I found him in my gym, which was kind of my fault because I told him what gym I went to, but he literally signed up to that gym for me. Like, I randomly just found him one day. I was like, oh, and he was like, yeah, I signed up right now. And I was like, oh, okay. Okay. And then there was another guy in that same class, in my math class, who asked me for my number. I was like, okay, and we went out once, but he was nice, but I don't know what, at that time I was just like, I didn't know what I wanted. So I was like, eh. I ended up blocking everyone in that semester because I was heartbroken. It was a weird semester for me. Don't date someone from college. It's messy. Don't do it. Don't do it. Okay? That semester was cool though. Oh yeah, and I also had a guy in my Black Studies class. So there was one guy in my English class, two guys in my math class. And Potato was also in my math class that semester, which was awkward. We never spoke. And then my Black Studies class, there was a guy that I kind of like went out with a few times, but nothing happened. So yeah, that was my second year. And then last spring, which was when the virus happened or whatever, nothing happened. Like, I had sociology. I know I had sociology because there was this guy. Oh my gosh, you know when you see someone who's like so attractive, you're like, oh my, I didn't know I could be like so attracted to someone. Like, if you're watching this, you don't even know who you are. I'm not even gonna say who it is. His name was also Potato, which is funny. And then I also kind of made a friend in that sociology class. He was really nice. His name was also Potato. If you're watching this, hi. I have him on Instagram. And there was this other Potato in that same class. I have him on Facebook. So funny. But what classes? Okay, I had sociology. Speech. Communications class. Yeah, my communications class. Sociology, communications. And I had 2 online classes. Yeah, I remember. 2 online classes. Which are lame. Like, whatever, no one cares. But online classes are literally just like, it's all yourself. You just do the work and that's it. But in my sociology class, my professor was cool. She was really open-minded. She was cool. The people in there were cool. I remember this girl, she was like, oh, you're so pretty, like, you're that pretty girl. And I'm like, what? Like, bruh, like, I literally wanted to cry. Because to me, it's just like, when someone tells me I'm pretty, like, in my face, obviously that's a freaking compliment. Like, thank you. Like, she made my day. She was a lesbian, but but yeah, she was nice. Back to that guy though. His name was also Potato, but he was the good Potato. No, I didn't even speak to him. I never even spoke to him. I was just obsessed with, like, his face. Like, I'm telling you, like, that guy. I still stalk him on Facebook. No, I'm not talking about the other Potato guy. I'm not talking about him. You see, there's so many potatoes. Like, what the heck? Okay, anyway. Then I took a semester off. I took, what was it? This fall semester off. And now I'm gonna go back. I'm almost done with college. Then I'm gonna transfer. So yeah, that's pretty much it. College? I like college. I liked it a lot more than high school. Oh my gosh, I hated high school. College is way more chill. It's like so chill. You'll meet like so many different people, which is so cool. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed my video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.